Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. It is Friday, so you already know we are trading options. We're reviewing our plays from this week, and we are looking into the future. So what do we have here? Well, we have $95,000 in the account. It may look a little bit different. That is because I made some massive moves this week. I moved $7,250 back into this account from a traditional IRA, and I actually have a couple, I think like 5 or 6 grand more that I'll be moving next week. So that's a big change for the account. I wanted to bring this to $100,000. And so this is a move, one of the moves that I'm making. I found out that Robinhood allows you to transfer from traditional IRAs to the Roth IRAs. Obviously, I have to pay some taxes on that, but the only thing I had to do was liquidate some positions. So I am letting some miners get called away in one of my other accounts, and I am moving it over here. So we will be over $100,000 come probably next video. So that's some cool news for the account. For the week, we are pretty much flat at 0.89% down. For the month, we are still up 7.25% or $6,500. Year to date, up 4.3 or $3,900, and all time since we moved the account over here last year, we're up $24,396 or 34%. So not too shabby. We have $1,000 worth of buying power. The market absolutely tanked this week. We sold some puts on some new assets, and we sold some aggressive calls, and we are going to let those get called away. So let's go over it. We have a lot that went on this week. A lot of moving parts, especially with the new $7,200 that was added to the account. And we have some buying power. So first and foremost, we are going to be buying $100 worth of QQQ each and every single week we do this. QQQ got obliterated this week, down $15 or 3.2%. So we are going to buy some here. Actually, we're going to buy $250. We want to buy a little bit extra. Like I said, I moved a bunch of money over here, so let's buy an extra. So we got $250 worth of QQQ we bought. Gives us another half a share, moves us over 10 shares in the account, and it's nice to see. So 6% of the portfolio there. And what do we still have on the docket? Well, like I said, we sold some puts this week. Soxel is one of the puts that we sold. We ended up selling this one for a $64 credit. Soxel got absolutely obliterated this week. This is a semiconductor bull ETF. NVDL got killed. SMCI got killed. TSM got killed. So they will bounce back, but a 21% down week. We sold it, I don't know, I want to say right around the $60 mark, and we sold it pretty conservative, and we got absolutely obliterated, right? So if we look down here, we sold it on the 17th. So on the 17th, Soxel was trading at, pull it up here, around that $55 mark. We sold it for the 53, and it just kept going and going and going. So we have some Soxel coming our way. We're going to get assigned on the 53 put. Could I roll it down and out? Yes. Am I worried about getting assigned on Soxel? No. It's a great wheel stock. And if we look at Soxel and we go to trade options, even if we were to sell a call, this could change obviously on Monday. If we sell a call around the $53 mark, we could still make $100 on our shares. So we're going to do that. And because we are getting assigned, we are going to buy some odd lots. I know I'm going to get assigned here shortly. Whoops. So we're going to buy five shares worth of odd lot. This will lower our costs at the $48 mark, getting assigned here. And when we get assigned at the 53, we'll have a little bit better cost under the 53. So if I did sell the 53, we'd still get a little bit of appreciation there, but it gives us some nice leverage. So we're getting assigned on Soxel. Same thing with NVDL. NVIDIA got absolutely killed. NVDL is a 2X ETF. So for the week, they're down 12%. It's sitting at 62 now. If we look at selling the call around, let's say the 65 for next week, we're looking at $250 worth of credit. So I think we're good there. We're going to get assigned at the 65. Same thing here on NVDL. We're going to come in here and we're going to buy some shares, 5 shares, $313. That's going to lower our cost basis there when we get assigned. Not a whole lot, but you know me, I like to have my odd lots. If I know I'm going to get assigned, then I like to preemptively buy shares if it is at a lower cost. So we start the position with a little bit more leverage. So Soxel, I'm getting assigned at 53. NVDL, I'm getting assigned at 65. Amazon is looking good. This one's up. It's at 0.01, so we're going to roll this position out. Obviously, Amazon got absolutely wrecked this week. So we are going to have to go further up the chain. I'm probably just going to do something little like this. Again, this is just a penny collector for me. A little bit here, a little bit there. If I can get $21, great. Let's just see if I can get 21. Try to get a higher fill here. Or $20. Not really too worried about it. Again, this is like collecting my own dividend on the account. And I want to keep that far, far, far from the money. So I'm going to try to roll out the Amazon. We made $47 on it this week. If we can make another $20 next week, I'm happy. And we'll keep the delta really low there. So take an assignment here, that's $5,300. Take an assignment here, that's $6,500. Rolling this one out. And then this morning, our CleanSpark, we sold this really, really aggressive. This one went through an absolute tear this week. CleanSpark went up to $20, I believe, during the week. Let's go to the week. Got all the way up to $20, and then this morning it was down into the 17s. For me, when I sold this last week, CleanSpark was right around my cost basis. Yeah, it was right around like the 16.5-ish mark. And my whole goal was to get back to cash. I am successfully finally doing that. Void this 791 because it doesn't really matter. I am selling all 700 shares of CleanSpark. I have 800 now. I'm selling all 700 at the 1650, which means I am booking some profit. And we are walking away with all of our cash. So we'll get besides the 100 shares, right? We have 100 shares still in play. We will get 700 shares worth of cash back to the account, and then we will start wheeling and dealing. Why I want to do that? Could I have rolled it up and out? 100%. But can I go in here and sell a put at my exact same assignment price for 7 contracts and get $350? Yes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably stagger a little bit. Monday's going to be a big day in the account. I'll be selling SOXO calls. I'll be selling NVDL calls. And I'll be selling CleanSpark or whatever else puts on Monday. So probably going to collect $1,000 on Monday. And then we'll review it next week. But these are the plays that are happening. I'm wheeling the stock. Wheeling the stock means you sell the put to enter it, which is what we did. You sell the calls to try and exit, which is what we have been doing. And then you get called away. You have to let the shares get called away. That's what I want to do. Could I have rolled it up and out and kept the shares? Yes. But I've seen CleanSpark do this so many times before. Could it go to 20 next week? 100%. Could it go to 14 next week? 100%. So I'm just going to roll the dice. And I'm going to get back to cash. I'm going to de-risk a little bit, and I'm going to put myself in a good position. So that's what we're doing on CleanSpark. Do we have one moon bag? 100%. I rolled this call out this morning. We booked some profit on last week's call at the 18.5. I sold this one for the 20. We collected $74 on that, $71 total on the credit. And we have a little bit of a moon bag, right? So CleanSpark, if it goes to 20, we will collect some nice premium here, $350 to $400. And then we also rolled the Tesla position. This one has been slowly moving its way up, right? So what did we do last week? Well, we rolled it from the 210 to the 212. What did we do this week? We rolled the 212 to the 215. I did end up paying $110 for the debit. Again, we sold 14 shares of odd lots a few weeks ago. So we have several $1,000s worth of cash on the reserve that we booked on that last run up into the 260s. We sold their shares in the 260s. And yeah, so we have a 110 was the cost to roll that up and out, but we gained 2.5 on the shares, or $250 times 2 contracts. So a $500 gain for a $110 cost. We still came out ahead at $390 in share appreciation, and we bought ourselves another week. So we're slowly inching this way up. If we can get to the 250, that'd be fantastic. I just wanted to inch it up a little bit more coming into earnings because you never know how it's going to go. You never know how Elon Musk is going to move the stock. And so let's see what it does. Let's see how it moves. And then worst case scenario, we can roll this out. Again, if this stock doesn't come down anymore, I'm probably looking at something like this, August 30th. And I'm going to roll this sucker as far as I can. Looks like Amazon went through. I'll probably roll it to... Yeah, I'll probably roll it to like September 20th. And I'll probably roll to something like this, like a 230. And I'll get a small credit, but I'll move it, up $15, which is a $3,000 move in the account. So that's my plan for Tesla. I have some CleanSpark puts on the table as well for this week. $50 worth of credit received there. If I get assigned, fantastic. If not, fantastic. Lots of plays in the account. Once I move the next $5,000-$6,000 in the account, we'll have even more plays. And so we'll see how we trade that. I do want to diversify a little bit more. I've been really heavy into miners. I'm selling about 40-something hundred shares worth of CleanSpark today. I'm letting them get called away. If any of you guys follow me on Twitter or in my Discord, you will see that, DarkMiner71. And Yeah, I'm getting back to cash. I'm de-risking a little bit and I'm diversifying a little bit more. I've been really heavy into miners. I've been trading some crazy wheels on those, and I want to cash it in. I want to get a little bit of money in the bank and get back to the cash secure put side, because you never know what the market's going to bring. Could I miss out on upside? Yeah. Could I miss out on downside? 100%. We know the stock market's volatile, and we've had a massive rip on Bitcoin lately. So I just want to see what we do. So we're getting back to cash. We're buying some new assets. We're diversifying, and we're collecting that income. We should collect about $1,000 on Monday in this account, and we should have this account sitting around probably 102,000 next week, depending on how assets move. So that'll be nice to crack the six-figure mark in this Roth account, and of course we pay no taxes on that. So we bought QQQ today. We made a bunch of plays. We're getting assigned a couple hundred shares, and we are losing a couple hundred shares as well. And things are looking good. So let's jump into the spreadsheet. Let's just take a look at what we got going on. Like I said, we have some shares being called away. And I did make some trades, right? So I sold 40 shares worth of CleanSpark, and I sold those for a credit. You can see here, I sold those for $19.65. My average cost is $16.36 times 40. So we booked $131 worth of trade credit there. Again, that was my odd lots. CleanSpark felt really, really up there, and so I sold some at the high 19s. We booked a profit there, and then on CleanSpark, the will. My play last week was to be really, really aggressive, and so that's what I did. I'm going to book the $98 worth of share appreciation on that will on the way out. Plus, we booked that aggressive $259 worth of credit selling calls last week, so we will keep all of that. We'll get our $11,500 worth of capital back, and we will get back to Will and Dylan and make a couple $100 on that. So that's where we're sitting. We're slowly inching up Tesla. We are willing and Dylan out of CleanSpark again, both in this account, and we're willing out in the traditional IRA with the wife's account, and I'll film a video on Monday for that. And we're willing out of 3,500 shares CleanSpark in my main brokerage, and obviously I'll share that on X as well. So lots of CleanSpark getting sold, lots of profit being taken, and lots of capital gains being booked. So the count is looking good. This is where we're looking. Obviously, we had the big Tesla swing with a $9,000 move here because we ended up rolling some in the money options, and we moved the income obviously forward to July. We've had $229 worth of capital gains here. We're averaging that $200 to $250. And it's evening out to be about $1,000 a month, $1,000 to $2,000 a month in options income. So that's really nice. So that's the update for the week. The account is looking really good. Really nice to see it close to that six-figure mark, up $24,000, which is no joke. Obviously, there's all those people out there that say, buy QQQ or whatever and just let it sit. That's for some people. It works in raging markets like this. It doesn't work in other markets, right? So we try to just run our own strategy, and we keep building the account. 34% since we built this account. February, the end of February, so March. So like a year and a quarter, and we're up 34%. I cannot complain. We're going to continue willing and dealing. We're just going to show it all here. And thank you, everybody, as always, for showing the support. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment on the stock you think I should start, what I should use as fresh capital. I transferred 13,000 between this week and last week into the new account. What do you think I should play with it? So drop it in the comments below. Thank you as always, and happy investing. We'll catch you next time.